All right, so now let's talk about staining. At this point, you should have sanded, you should have checked over your whole project, whether you're building a cornhole set, end table, coffee table, shelf, whatever you're building, please sand your stuff. Also, blow off all the sawdust outside of your finishing space so that we don't have dust particles in the air. I took these actually outside and blew them all off with our air gun here at safety speed. But right now, I'm just gonna bring you through. Right now, you can tell between these two boards right here, which one is stained and which one hasn't. Okay, I've got a video on the actual process of that, but just some general tips. You wanna be going with the wood grain. If you remember these wood grain, these are going up and down, so we're staining up and down our sheet right here. I've got a little setup right here for us to go through the entire process, but you don't want to be slopping things over. So right now I've got my best Michael Jackson impersonation going on right now. I got one glove on. That is going to actually keep us actually cleaner than we do before. I've already stained that piece maybe 10 minutes ago, and I got one clean hand, and this glove hardly even got anything on it because I was going slow, taking my time with one glove on. Okay. Additionally, I've already stained one leg on this, so you guys can take note of the color change that's going to be here. There's all kinds of different stains in all different kind of colors, but your rag should look like this. You should just have one square rag, and then one little corner should be dipped into the stain and then wiped on. You'll go through quite a bit of rags, so have yourself a good rags. Since I've already done this, I've already stirred and I'm shaking this real good, but you'll need a screwdriver. Pop that lid off, set that lid aside, set the screwdriver aside, stir it up from the bottom, mixing in that pigment. That could take some time. This actually took me about 5 minutes to stir because it had been sitting in my garage for so long. Okay? And I would recommend when you start, do an obscure part of your project. Maybe do the bottom side or the inside of one of the legs just to kind of see how it goes. I'll show you by just dipping the corner of my rag. Okay, I got some drips that are dripping off right there. I got a black shirt, so it's kind of hard to see, but I'll kind of just wipe them off. Remember, I'm staining with the grain of the wood. Okay, I'm showing you the top on this because that's what you best shows for the video, but I would recommend waiting on the top until the very end. Okay, because to do the edges will be kind of tricky. To do the legs, it'll be tricky. You don't want to start with the piece that you see the most often. So I'm just going to go through the entire top like this. Good morning, guys. Once my rag is burnt out, keep dipping. I'm going to do this whole top eventually, but right now, just for the video purposes, I'll show you what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to grab a clean rag. I'm going to grab myself a clean rag and then buff this like I would a car. If you've seen The Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. That's what we're looking for. And look at this wood grain truly start to pop right here. Pretty cool when you see the actual glory of the wood come through. So here's a little trick on putting the top on the lid. At this point, we've been staining for a long time. I just stained up my project. I don't want this lid to go on and then me hit it with a hammer and have all that stain splash up on me. I got an old shirt on, but I got new shoes on. They're new to me shoes. But what I can do to avoid that is throw a rag over top of it and then just like lids on, good and tight. It's not gonna fall. Hopefully it's not gonna fall.